and welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we'll be taking on what we consider the third map of the master levels when played in order. That would be Catwalk. This game is possible to be played as one game as opposed to a series of individual maps as the master levels were released in 1995 by using various patches that are available. This particular patch that allows all the levels to be loaded up at once is master_psn.zip. That's what I use. And so today, the kills to be had are 59. We're looking to get 2 secrets and to pick up all 44 items. I do hope to be able to show you how to do that. The game will be powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform. And as I said, the patch to have all of the levels of the master levels put together as one giant game would be master_psn.zip. Well, without further ado, let's have a look-see. So right now we start off just beyond this door, which you can't open right now. There's a hall, a large open area. There's a small catwalk, as gleaned by the name of the map, that you have to run across eventually, guarded by a chain gunner and some imps at the end, and there are imps on either side of the catwalk in cages. But first we have to go ahead and get the yellow key and get the red key. So why don't we start? I would suggest that we turn to the right and we head this way with our chain gun, or if you're a pistol starter, you can use your pistol. It doesn't really matter. From this distance, it's pretty okay. You will face a chain gunner in each of these alcoves, and if you turn a little bit to the right, there will be an imp. Don't worry if you fall down here. I'll just show you. It's non-harming floor. It's water. So if you're missing a little bit of ammo, I guess you pick up your rifle, or maybe if you're a pistol starter, you jump down here first so you can get your single shot rifle. That would probably be your best bet. Okay, just cross the threshold here and turn around, because that switch will open up. We go ahead and press that, and we'll need to press all of these in order. The next one is to the right. Let's go ahead and do that, and of course the last one will be over here, which was straight ahead of when we walked in. As soon as we press it, the door here will open. There will be a shotgunner, some imps, a caco, and so on, so be ready for that. Ready for them. I like to use the shotgun in this particular instance. You may use whatever weapon you prefer. And there's our friend the caco, just quietly hanging out down below. So you can go ahead and gather up some of the ammo. Certainly if you're a pistol starter, you want to pick up a little bit here. Just so you can see what's down here, really the only thing to get down here, which is important, once we have the yellow key, we hit the switch, it'll open the main kind of like area to get the various things that we need, the different weapons, the red key, and so on. But that's all we can do in this room for now. So we'll head back out. That will allow those 2 doors, or those 2 areas to open up with some shotgunners popping out. Be mindful of them. Now there's a fork in the road here, as they say. You can go either way, left or right. I prefer not to go left, because the Baron of Hell will be waiting for you, and certainly you don't have the right weapons for that, and certainly for the pistol starter. So I would go to the right. There are a gaggle of shotgunners here, so you certainly can take some damage, but nothing too crazy. And there is the Baron, as I promised. He would have been right at the door as you walked in the other way. Certainly, if you have a chain gun and a shotgun or any weapon you like, it'll take a little bit longer, but that is the best way to dispose of the Baron. He cannot come down to this level, and he certainly can't get over here. So that's the way I would prefer to fight him, as opposed to face-to-face, and then having necessarily to retreat to these little catwalks and just keep repeating the process over and over again. So now that it's a little safer, we can head in. We can see the Baron has been disposed of, and we will have just this little area to fight. Not very convenient. So let's go ahead, grab some of the shotguns, grab the yellow key. Don't worry, we're not locked in here. You can go ahead and just press that. So what we will do, if I don't fall off the ledge, what we'll do, we will go back right away and open up those yellow bars with the yellow key, which will allow us to that main area where we can pick up the red key and the weapons. And so we will do that right now. There will be an imp waiting for us. A few more imps, actually, as you heard, the pain elemental, and there will be a shotgun around the corner here, so don't poke your way out to the left too much. So there's a shotgunner up there. Imp. And the pain element. So let's dispose of the pain elemental. Did I go too far? I did. Okay, I didn't heed my own advice. There is a shotgunner down that narrow hallway who will or shoot you if you don't, if you stick out too far here. Now, what happened, I think, is one of the lost souls teleported to that other area, which will complicate things a little bit. So let's hit the switch. I'll show you what the switch did in a minute. Pick up all the health bonuses. They do count towards our 100%, of course. And in the next alcove, we have a bunch of armor bonuses. Pick those up. So, again, for the 100%. What the switch that I pressed down the hallway did is it raised these stairs so we can access this area now and head up here. You're probably wondering, well, how do you get to the teleporter? Well, what you do is you just go over here, use the access, like open door button, whatever, and then just keep pressing forward, and then get ready to run through. There's a lot of enemies here, including a Baron, and that leaves you quite vulnerable to stand and fight at that doorway. So I do like to get around as quickly as possible and avoid that mess. Now this room will also be providing pistol starters with the rocket launcher shortly, so we'll have to, this is a room we have to keep coming back to just get the different things to appear, so we're sort of done here for now. So now we can turn to the left, having the yellow key, switch over to the chain gun. There will be some shotgunners and imps, and there will be 3 chain gunners in total, or shotgunner and imp, I guess. So there's first chain gunner, second chain gunner, don't go too far. Oops. And then the third one we'll take out with our single shotgun, carefully. Oh, so let's grab some goodies and we can replenish our supply. If you're missing a little bit of health, there's a health pack right there. Now, since we have the yellow key, we can open up the yellow key doors, or the yellow doors. They both lead to the same place. I just go through the left because you do need to hit this switch first. So why don't we go ahead and do that? It allows us to access down here. Take out the zombie man. Don't go too far out. There is a chain gunner down there. If you have the chain gun, I suggest you use him to maybe pick him up. Going too far will result in the pain elemental coming, so just be aware of that, as you heard. So we'll wait for the chain gunner to come to us, the pain elemental to come to us. We don't want the pain elemental to go through that teleporter, because again, like the lost soul before, it just creates problems when you teleport into that room. And have I done that? Oh, I hope not. Alright, I don't think so. It looks like the lost soul went kablamo on its own, but I'll have to be careful. Well, here's a nice prize. And by the way, if you fall down there, there is a shotgun here, so you can just grab it if you want and take the teleporter. But it is a damaging floor. So why don't we go ahead? This, of course, Soul Sphere. So why don't we slowly take that and hop in and get around the Hell Knights that await us. And like I promised, this room does provide some nice weapons. Rocket launcher, which is probably a little overkill for the Hell Knights, but like, why not? Have them. Quite a few. Alright, so we've disposed of all of them. Do hit the switch, so now you have the plasma rifle again for your pistol starter. We will need to go back to that all-giving area just to get the red key. So let's take this little shortcut. You may recall that's where those little yellow bars were that opened up this area for us. And we can easily take the teleporter from here, the enemies having been vanquished. And there she is. There's the red key. So now we are ready to complete this area and head over. Now, there's not really a great way to get that chain gunner at the end, so I think the best way is to hope that the chain gunner and the imps infight a little bit, maybe take some fire off of you. But the best we can do at this point is make sure we don't fall off. I don't think there's a way to get back up from that bridge. As you can see, there's a little bit of infighting. I took a little bit of damage, not the end of the world. So you can use your regular shot. As you can see, the platform below has disappeared into the goo, the damaging goo, and you can't get back up. So you don't want to fall in. So with your trusty chain gun, which is I think the most effective means to get rid of all these imps far, far away, is to just gently, ever so gently, tappa until the imps fall. So there are 4 on either side, so we've already taken care of the 4 on the side that I'm on. There's another 4 on that side and left, and now they've all fallen. All right, let's see where we stand at this point. There's the exit, but we're missing 5 kills, both secrets, and quite a few items, so that's no good. So why don't we go ahead, I'll show you the 2 secrets. Here's the first one. Just shoot the door, or the wall, I guess, becomes a door on the other side. Kaboom, there's your first secret revealed. Some goodies to be found in there. So why don't we go ahead, grab all of these armor bonuses. That will definitely help us get towards our 100. If you took a little bit of damage from the chain gunner, that'll help too. We can pass through this way. What this will lead to, get us some chain gun ammo, but also take us to all of the plasma ammo, which is quite a bit, very generous amount. We don't really need it at the end of this map. Certainly if you're carrying it forward to the next map, it'll be very helpful. If you did take damage, lots of health packs here. You can bone up, and of course the Mega Sphere, very nice. So let's go ahead, take a count. We're only down 2 items, and we're missing 1 secret and 5 enemies. So let's go ahead and find them all so we can complete the map at the exit, which again, we're not pressing. Again, same idea. Do shoot that wall, becomes a door, and yes, secret number 2 is revealed. I think I'll keep the chain gun. Take your Berserk pack, why not? No pinkies in this area, but why don't we just go ahead and grab that anyway. Hit the switch, it will access the BFG. Again, not really useful for this level. It's a bit overkill at this point, because right now there's only some shotgunners left, which can certainly damage you, but I think the BFG is a little bit overkill in my opinion. But nice to have, certainly if you're progressing the levels and keeping all of your weapons as opposed to pistol start. That's personal decisions, up to you. We can't get that switch, but I'll show you how. We go around, grab this switch, we'll continue along this way, get the switch here. There are the shotgunners. A little bit of damage taken, nothing to cry about. And here are some more ammo stashes. In this case, some, oh goodness, some rocket launchers. Yes, thank you. Got out of brain freeze there. And so, we head back to this area. This wall had been lowered by the switch that we pressed. Another beautiful soul sphere, and look at that, 200, 200. I guess we could have fought the shotgunners with our fingernails. I guess it wouldn't have mattered too much with all the generous health. So here we are at the exit. Let's take a final count. Yes, all 62 kills, both secrets, and all 44 items. You do know what that means? Yes, indeed. We are done. So that was Catwalk. Map 3, I guess unofficially, I suppose, from the master levels. Becomes map 3 when you use that zip file I had mentioned at the beginning of the video that allows all of the master levels to be consolidated into one mod wad, if you will, so you can run it all as one consecutive game as opposed to a series of individual maps. You can still play them all as pistol starts if you prefer, but it allows you to play the game through. But that was Catwalk, a good map. I do like all the moving floors, and that Catwalk is pretty perilous. It's easy to fall off, I guess. Certainly if you intend to shoot your way through, don't do that. Makes it a bit difficult. Very generous with respect to health and ammo. Not difficult in that sense. As long as you do it in the correct sequence, you should be able to have no trouble making it through that map, certainly with all of the generous supplies given. Well, that's it for this edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. If you did enjoy the video, found you got some good tips, some good hints, some good tricks, yeah, feel free to hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any further videos that I upload. And until next time, thanks again for joining us today on Classic Doom Walkthroughs.